Welcome to the Everyday Leader podcast, where conversations inspire action, growth, and impact. Hosted by two passionate leaders, Shannon and Conrad, this podcast is for those who strive to lead with purpose and integrity in their life. Whether you're navigating big decisions, seeking balance, or dreaming of creating change, we're here to help explore the tools, stories, and insights that help everyday leaders thrive. Join us each episode as we dive into the art of leadership at work, at home, and in the world. Because leadership isn't a title, it's a way of being.
All right, welcome back to Everyday Leader Podcast. Shannon here with Conrad. And in our last episode, we started talking about internal systems, thanks to a question from you, Conrad. And we landed on this idea that our internal systems really help us understand our own resourcefulness. And so the question here is, I'm going to pose this to you, Conrad, and see where this takes us, is how do you really access that resourcefulness when you need it? What are ways of accessing that resourcefulness? We've talked a little bit about, being aware of it.
Yeah.
And what else comes up for you when you think about it that way?
This is good. So I'm just aware right now of my own resourcefulness as I go to look for some possible answers to this question. I'm just sharing my experience of that. So what I did when you asked that is I slowed down. So after awareness, for me, one way is to turn down the noise or the volume on some external aspects and then look within. And when I look within, I'm looking for, often for me, it's like an image or sensation or, that then informs a thought that moves into words. So one answer that's emerging for me is to access the resourcefulness, and this is unique for all of us, all leaders, is to be able to be present and listen within.
Yeah. I like that example, especially because it talks about accessing resourcefulness like in this moment.
Yeah.
And choosing to access it.
Well, then you just hit the next piece, right? So it's like awareness, listen, choice, because there's going to be multiple resources within you that are going to be offers to yourself to then look at what you want to say back or what impact you want to create. So it's very interesting when thinking about internal resources, is it coming through that channel that then has an impact that you want to create? So awareness, listen, and then choose. Sometimes that choice is, and I say this as a learning and continuing learning opportunity for myself, is sometimes the choice is to not say anything back or to hold the space or to allow time for the answer or the next question to emerge.
Yeah, or to request more time.
Or to request
right?
More time. Yeah.
Yeah. I like how you broke this down, because how you broke this down into its different pieces, and in real time, it was maybe like a 5-second all of those things happened for you in about 5 seconds, right? I asked you the question, you did all of those things, and then you made your choice and you started talking, and you said what you said, and now we're talking about what, now we're in the conversation, right? So I think it's that what's coming up for me and hearing you say that is this like understanding that it takes a lot of skill to be able to and practice, I think. For me, it takes a lot of practice and skill to move and kind of operate in that way, right? It's like a piece of your processing and like your operating system to work that way. And it can come naturally or it can be hard. It just depends on the time. For me, it's like depends on the time and the day and the person who's in front of me and all of that and what's up, what I'm getting into. But I like how you pointed to the fact that it happens like in these moments where we have this choice around accessing our resourcefulness. What do you think about when it's like a future thing, something coming up in the future? What does that mean for you, accessing your resourcefulness?
Yeah, that I go into planning, dreaming, imagining, visioning. When you say future, those are just some synonyms that come up.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a different channel within, meaning I have time is has a different relationship. It's not urgent in the sense
Mm-hmm.
of like real time present. It's okay, I can pull on different, and you and I've talked about this before. For me, resourcefulness, if I'm in different locations, physical locations help, movement helps to access more thoughts, ideas, um, dial up some creativity. So if it's future focused, I tend to move, move around my environment and then dream or vision about what it could potentially look like.
Yeah. How do you plan then for your resource, like what you're going to need for your internal system?
Oh, oh, well, that's, I laugh because sometimes I forget about that, Shannon. That's a good question. Um, and the basic or the essentials come up, right? Like sleep, nourishment, water, like taking care of the actual vessel of my body. But how do I plan? How do I plan? You're gonna have to ask me that again, Shannon. How do I plan for what?
How do you plan for your internal system? How do you plan for taking care of your internal system and keeping it resourced when
Oh,
you're,
yeah,
yeah, for like the future, like
yeah,
for this weekend, for example?
yeah. No, it's good. It's uh writing things down, which is
Mm-hmm.
basic. Everything from joy list to I need to remember to change the air filters, which is true. I need to write that down. So there's like processing the information out and organizing it is one way that I can plan resourcefulness for the future.
Yeah.
Is just like one super tactical thing.
Yeah. I'm hearing you say like you feel more resourced when you are organized, like when you feel
Yeah,
organized.
yeah, and it cuts down. That's absolutely right. Organized, and then also I think about the future too. This is an internal resource question that then points to referencing others is like what may I need to partner with in the future to blend my resources with others too. I'm
Mm,
always thinking about that as well.
yeah. So what are the relationships that are
Yep.
needed? And what do you know about your internal system and what it needs when it comes to being in relationship with someone?
Mm. Ooh, yeah. It's the words. I don't know. I'm getting like a flow word, but it's really just I know that I need to be present, grounded, um, and that has me be ready
Hmm.
for relationship. So when I am like fully grounded, then I can be ready for relationship.
Yeah.
Or my resources can be another way to say it, Shannon. My resources can be open and available for collaboration versus closed. Is there's an openness to it too? I just want to say that. So like,
Yeah.
are my resources open to collaborate and integrate with others, or are they not? And that's like the core question. And it's okay if they're not. We all need space and time to recharge and recover and pull away from other systems or other relationships. That's not a wrong thing. It's just an awareness thing. Can I, as a leader, have my resources open and be open to other resources for integration?
Yes.
That's like the net.
Yeah.
That's like the next level. Yeah.
Yeah. And hearing you say that, what I know about my internal system is that I need to have space for like clearing and
Mm,
um being like kind of being on my own. I need breaks from being in relationship in order to
yeah.
then be in relationship, right? So,
Well, well,
yeah,
and what's another way that you clear? I use the writing one as a clearing or organizing. Do you have another one you use?
I think, well, any kind of exercise is really helpful. I think, but also just reading, like being on my own in some way
Mm,
where I know that I'm not going to be like interrupted is
mhm.
the best thing, or where I know that um, I can just sort of attend, right? Like attend to my own thoughts or attend to whatever it is that needs to be attended to in my internal system.
Yeah.
But to take care,
Cool.
like to take just to
Yeah.
take care of it in whatever's it might need. Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to invite you into the question of, or the question of where do you go or how, what is it? Where, how do you access your internal resources?
I think now,
Um,
yeah, I think it's like it's sort of where are your internal resources right now? Resourcefulness is always with us. And I'm asking myself this question as much as I'm asking everyone who's listening to this, but it's what do you know about your internal system and your resourcefulness? And then what does that resourcefulness need for
yeah.
you to be in relationship, for you to be in service of, for you to be in the world?
Yeah. Good. Clean. Clean, clean.
All right.
Well,
Be well.